Hello and welcome. I'm talking quietly because Pixie's on the sofa and he's trying to get to sleep, so I'm not going to talk loud, but it's absolutely gorgeous out there. Got no viewers, so I'm hoping somebody comes in to watch. We've only been down to the Asda and to the Home Bargains. Hey, Kate. Talking a bit quietly because Pixie's on the other sofa. He's trying to get to sleep. We've only been down to the Asda and to Home Bargains, and he's come back and he's absolutely pooped. So I think he's done a little bit too much. He hasn't felt too clever this morning. He felt a little bit sick. Oh, I've got something to show you, Kate. Guess what I got at Home Bargains? My holidays. We got, oh, Bella, hiya. Just been showing Kate. Bought these down at Home Bargains. Thought, well, now the nice weather's here, I'll treat myself to them for the summer holiday when we're, going on us holiday. So $3.99, so which they weren't bad. So I'll just show you this. Nothing exciting. It's just a belt we got for Callum because his other one were a bit, dropping to pieces. So, and I bought some more latte spoons because we looked everywhere when we first had the Dolce Gusto, couldn't find any, and I ended up ordering them out of the Betterware. So we goes in Home Bargains and they were $1.29, I think, for 4. So, hey Mary, and Chopper's Rolls and the Big Red Bear. Have I missed anybody? So, yes, we're sort of getting into the summer. If I turn the camera around, you'll see how sunny it is here, Kate. Look, can you see the sun coming in? I've got my washing out. I've got the patio doors wide open. So, yes. Oh, where are you going to, Chopper's Rolls? Hi, Ellen. No, because you see, what it were, not the Christmas just gone, the Christmas before that, Pixie bought me a Dolce Gusto machine, and we found that a normal spoon, you were like trying to stir it and you were getting stuff all over your fingers. So I looked for some longer spoons, and at the time I couldn't find any. Well, we've got a bloke that comes round and delivers the Betterware books, and I seen some in there, so I ordered some. So now, because I want some more. I've seen them in Asda and I've seen them in Home Bargains. Ooh, we see. Oh, Strange Destiny. Yes, I'm just saying. I'm not talking very loudly. I hope you all can hear me because Pixie's on the sofa. Down the road from us, we've got like a small Asda, and then we've got like a pound stretcher, and we've got a Home Bargains. So I tell you what else I bought as well. I bought them as well. The sort of picture hanging kit. Pixie said that they did picture because when I took that picture down last night, the thing fell out. So I says, we'll try and get some picture hooks. Well, they looked and they were 79p singularly, but they was only $1.99 for a whole like tub of them. And sort of all the stuff that they've got in there, look, got all sorts in. So I didn't think they were bad for $1.99. So hi, Alice Wonderland. Oh yes, I will do. Well, and I'll same as I say, we've only been down to the Asda. We went in the Own Bargains, and from there we went into the Poundland or Pound Stretcher, which it's all, you know, it's like a mini, you know, shopping thing. You know, it's only got about 6 or 7 shops. So, and I wanted picture trucks, and for anybody that hadn't seen them, I bought them as well. Obviously, because we've got the son and we're going on holiday in August, so I thought they weren't bad. They're nice. I did contemplate buying some of them fluffy things because they've got some with like fluff on, but I thought they looked more summery, if you know what I mean. So you won't be doing the live chat. Is that because you're going away then, Choppers Rules? So yeah, so same as I say, we initially just went down to get Callum a belt. And then Mr. P says, oh, well, I could do a new belt, really. They're not bad. They were $2.99 each for a belt. I've got mine floppets. Oh, your flip-flops. Well, that's one thing that Pixie not wear. Not. Truth be told, Pixie not even wear flip-flops. And he even when it's like warm, insists on wearing socks. But I don't think he's got any on today because, same as I was saying yesterday, the cellulitis they thought was caused by athlete's foot, and for the fact that, you know, your feet sweat and everything, that's why I don't like not wearing socks, because they don't want a reoccurrence. So what happened? KSA Food and Travel, thank you for joining us. Oh yeah, same as I say, Pixie's a stickler. I keep saying to him, like, every year, I'm going to buy some sandals. You can buy them, but I'll not be wearing them. He not wear sandals, he not wear flip-flops or anything like that. He's a trainer kind of guy. So, where is KSA? Optimus Prime, Amiga Savage. That's another one of my supporters and new to the chat. So yeah, I did contemplate taking the laptop outside and doing a live stream out there, but then I says to Pixie, it's probably going to be too bright. We have got a parasol, but it means getting it out at shed and setting it all up, and same as I says, it's easy just to sit on the sofa and do a live chat. I'm not sweating outside. KSA is Saudi Arabia. Wow. I'm just going to look at your channel, KSA. Obviously, I don't know whether I'm supported your channel. I think I am, but I'm not sure, so I'm just going to check. Yes, yeah, I thought I were. So yeah, hey, Frugal Farmer, thanks for joining the live stream. As I was saying, Pixie thought he felt better this morning. Then he started feeling a little bit sick, and I just says, well, have some breakfast. It might make you feel a little bit better. So he had some Frosties. That's a bit too far for me for vacation. You know, so he had something to eat. So I says, right, we'll go and get done what we've got to get done. And he sort of said, nah, should I go out flying the drone bin? It's such a glorious day. So I says to him, I says, well, basically, you've not been well. You're still a bit weak. We'll go and do the shopping, see how you feel when we get back, and if you're still all right, etc. You know, go out and fly the drone, but he didn't feel very well. He felt a little bit sick. So yeah, so he's come in, he's got straight down on the sofa, trying to have a little bit of a snooze, so that's why I'm not talking loudly. So yeah, I've got my washing out as well, so hopefully that'll dry. I can't see any reason why not, because when we've just been in the car, it was like 24, 25 degrees. Oh, need one more. So if anybody's not subscribed to KSA Food, she only needs one more for 300. Hey, Creative Pooja's channel. Oh, well, you see, this is what I'm saying. Chopper's rule. We went in the car and it says, I don't know whether it said 24 or 25. So we're nearly as warm as what you are. Well, we were watching the news this morning and it said it could be one of the warmest days for X number amount of years. You know, and it's like there's no wonder there's so many bugs and colds and flu and everything going about, because you're going from raining, cold, to being like it is today. You don't know how to dress. Oh, it was 31 degrees here today. Ooh. First day for putting washing out. Yeah, and same as I said, I sort of had to get me dishcloth and everything, go and wipe the line down because I hadn't used it. Oh, I can't remember last time I used it. So I thought I better sort of get some detergent on the dishcloth, go out and give it a good old wipe. And I put it out. I think I put it out about 8:30 this morning, so it might even have been earlier. I don't know. Hi, Nancy. Thanks for joining us. Hiya, James. If those two were getting a bit better this morning, he got up, had his antibiotics, and he didn't feel too clever. And I says it might be because you've not had nothing to eat, because he had a little bit of Callum soup yesterday because he made soup at school, and he had a cookie, but that was it. That's all he had yesterday. So I says to him, I says, because you've not eaten properly, just get some cereal or something. So we had some Frosties this morning, and I don't know whether it's that or whether he's took the antibiotics on an empty stomach. I don't know. But we just went down the road, same as I say, to Home Bargains and Pound Stretcher and Asda, and he's come back and he feels sick and says I've got to have a lay down. So, but you know, I think he was trying to do a bit too much too soon, so to speak. Yes, Beauty on a Budget is Bella. And oh, KSA Foods wants to reach 500. Ooh. If he's not eating a lot, you should put them on the brat diet. It's bananas, rice, apple salt. I don't think he'd go for that strange destiny. You know, is same as I say, Callum made some red lentil and carrot soup yesterday at school, and it was sort of a bit thickish, but it's sort of in between, if you know what I mean. So he tried some of that. He didn't eat it all. I believe it's that time of day to get belly out. What you think? You can, I'm not. Oh dear. Would Bella like to come on the panel? Are you brave enough to come on the panel, Bella? And for those that don't know, Beauty on a Budget, obviously, as the name pertains to, she is a beauty channel, but it's for ladies of a certain age. I'm not say mature, but you know, it's for ladies of a certain age. So, would you like to come on the panel, Bella? Yeah, thank you very much, Strange Destiny. Same as I say, it basically Pixies are all or nothing, if you know what I mean. He's one of these kind of men, you know, it's... I didn't say old, I just said of a certain age. So, you know me, Bella, ever the diplomat. You know, as you well know, I'm sort of getting on in them years sort of thing. But, yeah, so... does Bella want to come on the panel? Oh, Gregory Johnson. Yes, yes. We've had to put the key lime pie on hold for a few days because Mr. P isn't very well, and he usually films me when I'm doing the cooking. You know, so he's he weren't very. He hasn't eaten hardly anything since Sunday. My goal was to do 2 on Sunday, but we were that busy. I only managed to get the popcorn bars done, and me thing was I was going to do the key lime pie on Monday. Got all the ingredients, but Mr. P's been badly. He's had to go to the doctors and he's got a chest infection. So yeah. So sort of I've got the ingredients, but I'm just waiting till he feels a little bit better. But if I do vlog it, it probably not be going up till the weekend. So yeah, that's my plans to do the key lime pie, but it's when Pixie's up to it. I'll just show you a picture of the recipe I printed out. Just wait for it to focus a minute. There you go. That's just to prove to you that I printed a recipe out and it is on the cards. So that is my next vlog when Pixie's feeling a little bit better. So yes, no worries, Jeanette. I hope Mr. P gets better soon. He's on antibiotics, so hopefully, touching wood, he will be turning a corner. But he thought he was getting better this morning. But we've been down to the shop, only visited a couple of shops, and he's come back. He feels a bit unwell, so he's laid down on the... So if you can hear some strange noises, it's Mr. P, because he makes strange noises in his sleep. Well, this is it. That were my intentions, Bella. I was going to do like 2 or 3 vlogs together, so we've sort of got some with some in front. But same as I say, he come home poorly on Monday, and my intentions was to do it Monday, but not sort of put it up till this weekend. But oh, is that why you going to meet Random Life Productions? Is that where your daughter lives? I'm hoping not. I don't want to be in a hospital bed. Pixie some chicken soup. We see, the thing is, his son made red lentil and carrot soup yesterday at school. So he has had some soup. He had some of that yesterday evening. But obviously the antibiotics in the soup haven't done the trick. But I think he were, as we say, trying to run before he could walk. Some say he got up this morning. I'd already hung the washing out and everything, and I just says, well, I need to nip and get his son Callum a new belt. So the shops is only just down the road, but we did go in the car. But even so, we were... oh, thank you for coming in for frugal farmer. Won't believe they're all my own teeth and I can't even get my words out. So yeah, because it's a hot day, I'll be drinking plenty of water. So yeah, I'm not going to go on like 3 hours like I did yesterday. Same as I say, I don't want to disturb Pixie too much. So I thought I'd just come on and have a quick chat with everybody and see how everybody was. And yeah, thank you for coming in, Bella. Same as I say, I'm not going to be going on all that long. Same as I say, Pixie trying to get some sleep and get some rest. I just thought I'd come on and do like a quick live stream. Hiya, Poppy. Okay then, Strange Destiny, thanks for dropping in and I'll see you again soon. So how's Poppy today? We've got a lovely, glorious sunny day here in the UK. So yes. I don't know whether Kate's gone or Big Red Bear's gone, or we're down to the 4 viewers. So you know, I shall go on like probably another 10 minutes and good love raining here. Oh, so as I say, look at this, Pappy. It's absolutely glorious outside. See the sun shining in through the doors. Absolutely glorious. I've got my washing out and I'm hoping it dries. So yeah, we've sort of gone from last week it was raining all the time to the temperature in the car when we went out shopping was 25 degrees. So it's sort of gone from one extreme to the other. I was just in the hospital last month. Oh, yeah. Oh, I was telling everybody about Pixie had it 3 years ago. And he was hospitalised and he got sepsis as well. It was his left leg from the knee to his ankle. Oh, I know, my mate Seaside Mark is in Weymouth. Ooh, that should be interesting. But yeah, going back to Pixie had cellulitis and it was that bad. It was going into sepsis. So, and funnily enough, with it being warm this morning, he's put some shorts on, and I were explaining to everybody yesterday, his leg was that bad. It looks like it. Well, it looked like somebody had poured a boiling hot kettle down his leg. The blisters and everything, it was terrible. It was absolutely horrendous. Oh, it were in opposite leg. I know what you're going through. And Pixie was having to go back to the hospital. He was in a week and he was having to go back to the hospital for 4 weeks every single day for antibiotics intravenously. And then when he'd finished that 4 weeks of intravenous antibiotics, he was having to take 2 weeks of oral antibiotics. And no, he's not diabetic. And every day when he was going back for the intravenous antibiotics, he had to have the dressings and everything changed on his leg. His leg is still red raw now. And I was just saying to him this morning, because he put some shorts on, the back part of his leg, which was blistered the worst, is still red from his knee to his ankle. But the front bit is sort of like a patchy red, but that wasn't blistered so badly. Hi, Kenneth. Thank you for joining us, and thank you. I very much appreciate hitting the like button. So we've got 4 watching. I've got 13 likes now. Somebody else has got to like it because I don't like 13. So yeah, yeah, but that was 3 years ago, and that's why I've been so extra vigilant with him with this, even though the doctor says it's a chest infection, as Mary probably knows, and anybody else that's dealt with cellulitis, it goes downhill that quickly. And yeah, same as I say, Pixie was off work 3 months with it, all in all. He came down with it in the November, and he started back to work mid-January. So like basically he was off nearly 3 months with this. No, he did have it. He did have cellulitis 3 years ago, but he's not well because he went to the doctors and he's got a chest infection. So same as I say, with an infection, you have to be extra vigilant. And same as I say, he went from 0 to 100 like that, you know, basically overnight. So when he gets anything like this, sort of like a chest infection, I like to be extra vigilant because I know how fast it can go downhill. So, but yeah, Mary, I do know how painful it is because, same as I say, even though, but I had it in my neck, like, because I got up one morning with a stiff neck. And a couple of days later, I were in the hospital and they said that was cellulitis, but it sort of like all went down my chest. But I didn't have it as bad as what Mr. P had it. Yeah, same as I say, he came up when he got the cellulitis. He came home from work on the Monday, said he didn't feel very well. Got up the next morning, his leg was red. He says he didn't feel well, so I rang the doctors. He actually went up to the doctors and she gave him some oral antibiotics. And by the Wednesday morning, they had to rush him into hospital. So that's basically how quick it sets in. Yeah, that's what was wrong with Pixie. Same as I say, he came home from work on the Monday, went to the doctor's Tuesday morning, gave him antibiotics, and Wednesday morning he was in the hospital. He was dehydrated, and they said his kidneys and his liver were on the verge of, going into sepsis. So that's how bad it were. Yeah, because it's like a form of a blood disease. It affects it's a skin infection. So basically, you think if it's an infection in your blood, it's going everywhere. So yeah, it can go downhill very, very quickly. Okay then, James, thank you for joining us. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Pappy Pinnell. Sepsis is basically because you've been that ill and you've got this infection, it starts shutting your organs down. And that's what sepsis is. It starts affecting your organs until, it causes a cardiac arrest or a heart attack or something, because it shuts all your organs down. Your organs all start shutting down, and that sort of way when Pixie was admitted to the hospital, it was starting to affect his organs. But luckily, and touch wood, because I was so vigilant about it, he got in the hospital straight on intravenous antibiotics, on a bag of the fluid, to rehydrate himself. Aye, Simple Joyce. Oh, Gordon Bennett. Just a minute, I'm just going to mute. Sorry about that. So I just had a phone call. Pixie's got his car booked in for an MOT, but it wasn't booked in till 4:15, and they've just rang me and said they've got an earlier appointment for him to take the car in, so which is good. No, sepsis is, well, it is in a form the body poisoning itself, because it's an infection obviously in your blood. So because you've got this infection, it's like the white and the red blood cells, because when you've got an infection you've got more white blood cells than you've got red blood cells. So, and basically your immune system tries to fight it off, but it's fighting, you know, and that's what causes sepsis basically.
I were having a snooze.
Tilt phone rung. So yeah, but Pixie had it 3 years ago, and same as I say, you know, you know, Mary has just come out of the hospital with cellulitis.
Oh, happy days, Mary.
Yeah. I was just going to tell you to show everybody your leg when you had sepsis, because you were sepsis. This is Pixie's leg, and this is 3 years on.
Yeah. Where's my leg?
Just turn it round.
That's the front bit.
Yeah, that's the front bit.
That bit.
I can't see it yet. That's it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a bit too close.
That's too close.
Yeah. And that is still red, and that is 3 years. 3 years on.
And sorry, Becky, you're dizzy. So I do it other side.
But Mary says she had it in her right leg, not a left. No, I couldn't. You just see kind of Foster's.
Oh, just see kind of advertising Foster's.
Yeah.
I'll put you back now. What's going off?
Yeah, but same as I say, it's still got the scars, and that's 3 years on from when he had it. So, but basically, it went that fast, it blistered, and I'm not kidding you, there were blisters that size on the back of his leg. So it's not a very nice thing to have, I can tell you. And I've had a few sleepless nights over it.
You have? Oh,
Hi, Marissa.
Marissa from Barbados.
Yeah, it was 20 November 2015, so it'll be like 3 years in November since he's had it, and he's still, same as I say, the doctor said basically that is as good as his leg's going to get, because his leg swelled that much and it blistered really bad. It was like a bit like a third degree burn, really. Yes. Phone when Big Red Bear, because he's got the car booked in for an MOT at 4:15, or they just rang to say they've got an earlier appointment at 2:45. So yeah, so I had to mute the sound a little bit, because same as I say, I didn't know who it was, and he says, you've got car booked in for quarter. I says, yeah. So he says, well, I don't know whether somebody's cancelled or what. He didn't really explain. He just says, does he want to bring it down a bit earlier? He says, I can fit him in at 2:45. So yeah, that'll do. Many years ago, my wife miscarried, but her body did not expel the baby, and we did not know. I think at the time they said she was septic, and yes, it's basically your immune system is to make sure that, or it stops, it's made to stop these infections. So basically what it is, it does the opposite. It basically attacks the good cells, and same as I was saying, you've got like white blood cells and you've got red blood cells. Well, when you get an infection, some of the red ones turn to white, and that's when it starts attacking your body, because the white blood cells, outnumber the red ones. So it's like attacking it. It's your body attacking itself. So yeah, so that's you know, that's basically what it does. When you've got an infection anywhere in your body, they know you've got an infection because your white blood cell count rises and your red blood cell count drops. And it's basically the white ones are fighting against the red ones, and that's what makes you so ill. Hi, Megan. Thank you for joining me. So, hi, Jeffrey. Thank you for joining me. As same as I was saying, it's absolutely glorious. You know, here today I was going to do the live stream outside, but I thought it might be a little bit too bright. Mr. P trying to be a comedian. Oh dear. What to say, we're in the same room because he's gone over the other side. We've got like a long through room and he's over the other side of the room. So we're back up to 10 viewers. But yeah, same as I say, I explained, you know, about the cellulitis yesterday, and you know, it's every time he gets ill now, I'm on tender hooks thinking, you know, which I'm bound to do anyway, because he was that ill 3 years ago. You know, it's it makes you scared when you know he's ill and you're seeing all the signs again. And even though we knew it wasn't cellulitis because the doctor had said it was a chest infection, but it still don't stop you worrying that, you know, oh, here we go again, sort of thing. But he oh, that's it, that's true. He's not ill very often, but when he does, he makes sure it's good. It's a good one. So, and our son's the same. He hardly ever gets ill, but when he's ill, he's really ill. So, so yeah, it's true what he says. He don't do things by halves. So, it was up to 10, but we're back down to 8 now. So, so yeah, so you know, it's you can keep it, Mr. P. I don't want it, even though I probably will get it. I don't want it. Thank you very much. I've had enough on looking after Mr. P, let alone being poorly myself. But you know what us women are like. It's, we get something, we carry on regardless. But when men get something, they're dying. Ooh. Ooh, I've gained a subscriber from somewhere. I checked it before I came on here and I was only 879. And now I've gained one. I don't know where from. There you go. So yeah, so been rather quiet this morning. You know, I don't know whether it's because the weather's nice or what, but same as I say. Ooh. Simple Joyce says, I used to get a lot of chest infections, but since I have quit smoking, I have barely had one. And if I do, it's quick to go. 5 years now. Great. Same as I say, I tried, because you see, I had weight loss surgery. As Mr. P will pull in the November, in the December, I had weight loss surgery. So it'll be like 3 years this December. And because my body cannot produce the essential vitamins and everything that I need, I have to take like a multivitamin, a big old thing there, look. and I have to take one of them every day, and it's basically got every single vitamin in that my body needs, and I've got to take one of them every day. I don't think I've had one this morning. Talking of which, I'll just check it, because I don't think I've took one this morning, because basically these you have to have them after you've had food, and I had some toast for my breakfast, and because I was wanting to get out and get the shopping done, I think I forgot to take it. Go on then, Mr. P, I'll let you make me a latte. So yeah, so I'm hoping we're taking them vitamins and whatever. It keeps the bugs at bay. Yeah, I still get a cold occasionally, but I'm not to the stage where I might get a sniffle, I might get a blocked nose. Well, you know better, Mr. P. Can't make yourself one without making me one, can he? Got to make me one. So, oh, best about it though, that's still water, and it still makes me burp. I don't know why, but it's you know, my body can't process like fizzy carbonated things, so I have to have still, well, it is flavoured, but it's sugar-free. So I have like sugar-free still water, and it still makes me burp. I don't know why. So yes, we've got the 7 viewers, and there's only Mr. P chatting in the chat. So let me say, I'll probably go on till about 1 o'clock, because it's nearly 1 o'clock here. We'll have a bit of lunch. Yeah, and going in a minute. Where are you going? He says, I'm going in a minute. I says, why, where are you going? Houston. 25 Celsius. Oh, Chopper's Rule said it were only 31 there. And that's in Australia. So what temperature you got because Simple Joys are from Australia? Mr. P's just checked the temperature, 25, and that is warm for the UK, especially this time of year. So got 7 viewing, but nobody's chatting. Mr. P's nearly 10 p.m. here, Thursday night. We see we are actually still in Thursday, but it's nearly 1 p.m. Thursday afternoon. So, so you'll be all it's like 35 here, cold 35, and mind you, we talking centigrade. So is that Fahrenheit, centigrade? I mean, same as I say, for the UK, 25 is actually quite warm. Well, warmer than it has been. So, Jeanette, where are you from? We're in the UK. We're from South Yorkshire.
That's rubbish.
Well, that weren't there when we came in.
No.
So, right, we're expecting somebody coming, and they've shoved a card through the door saying that they came at 11 o'clock. And we were still here at 11 o'clock, and we didn't leave till after 11. So we know that's not. They probably just shoved card through the door and didn't even knock. It was really hot at 7:30 this morning. I was out in it. Well, you see, that's the thing, Danny. I've got an itch on my toe.
Hello, Daddy.
I owe my washing out at 8:30. So I'm hoping it. Well, I can't see why it not dry it, because it's been out since 8:30 this morning. It's sort of been.
What the hell is that?
Been out 4 hours now, so I'm assuming this. But hello, Pixie. What is it? Just pass it me. Let me have a look. It's all right. He's had something.
Is that the drone?
It looks. I want to say is that the guards, aren't they?
Prop guards.
No.
Prop guards for a drone that I ain't got.
It's all right. It just started going
Bag of boo-boo.
on the wish.com, and I think it were about $3.99. One of these little tiny racing drones. He's had something come, but it's just like the guards for the props. And he says, well, weights rest on it. He says, is that it?
It says you get a drone, a picture of a drone with description what you get in it, one drone, one controller, one blah, 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 blah. But no, it's just got your prop guards.
I'm going to say, that's probably in another package.
Oh, dear.
Yeah.
He's had to park over yonder.
Danny says, how are you feeling today?
Right.
I was just saying earlier on, Danny, he got up this morning, he felt fine. And then he was saying he weren't actually sick, but he got that sickly feeling, taste in his mouth. So I says to him, I says, it might be because you've not had a deal to eat since Monday. So he had some Frosties. And, you know, hello, Lenuj Khan. Thank you for joining us. So he had some Frosties and he thought it might, you know. So anyway, we've got a little Asda and our own bargains down the road. And I says, well, Callum needed a new belt. I'll just show you again for you because you weren't in earlier on. I bought them as well. $3.99. So I was going to buy some black that got fur on, but I thought, no, they look better. They're more blingified. So and I did get him a belt. So he's got a new belt now. So and something else that I bought as well. Latte spoons. They were £1.29 for 4, and there's 4 of them. So when we first got the coffee machine, I hunted high and low for some of these and couldn't find any anywhere. And I ended up ordering them out the Betterware book. And now they're everywhere. These were from Home Bargains. I've seen them in Asda. I've seen them in Pound Stretcher even. So yeah, so I thought, well, I'll get some more because with the latte cups being tall, don't get to the bottom the normal spoons, so we have to have ones with long handles, you see. So yeah, same as I say, they got them and they got like fairy ones, and I thought, well, they were black fairy things, and I thought, well, they don't look very summery, do they? So they got them and they got the fairy ones, and I thought, I'll have the I'll have the glittery ones, the blingy ones. So, you know, summer's coming. We're going on holiday in August, so I thought, why not? So I treated myself to some of them. So and oh, I've got itchy nose now. Yeah. So yeah. So I thought, well, why they've got them in my size, because more often than not, I've not got big feet. I'm only a size 7, believe it or believe it not. But they're the sizes that tend to sell out quicker. And then when I go in, they've only got like 3s and 4s, and they no good to me. So
I've got to depart.
Yeah, so they've never normally got my size in by the time I go in. Okie dokie then, Big Red Bear, and I shall see you later.
See you, mate.
We're going, well, it is part of the UK, but it's Isle of Wight. We have got to get a ferry there. It's sort of like a little, is it an island? I don't know what you'd wait, I'll stay. it's part of the UK, but it's sort of at the bottom of the UK. It's sort of like a small island-ish. Just, you know, changed his mind. He's staying there. So yeah, so it's you've got to get a ferry. So obviously we're taking the car with us, but it's classed as within the UK. You don't need a passport or anything. Just a case of getting on the ferry. It's about 3/4 of an hour on the ferry, so not all that far. Jeanette, is it your camera or are you red? It's probably me. I'm probably red. Because I do sort of, I catch the sun very easily. Same as I say, we've only been down there half an hour, 3/4 of an hour, and we were back. But when I catch the sun, I get like a lobster. So probably is me. A bit of colour in my cheeks. So yeah. So when I put the sun cream on, I have to have like 30 to 50. Oh dear. And Simple Joy says that's an English tan. Well, same as I say, I don't have to sit out in it. If there's a little bit of wind in the air, it's like zzz. So I'd be no good in Australia, or I mean this is sort of one thing. We went to Spain for his honeymoon, right? And on some of the pictures, I had to have a towel on my head. I'd got a long sleeve top on because I'd burnt to a crisp. I got things covering my legs. It basically, I had to cover my whole body up because I'd burnt that badly. You're a fibber, Mr. P, because you went live last night. And if you were wondering, KSA, Pixie is my husband and he's on his phone. So yeah, same as I say, I only have to look at the sun ray and it burns me. So you know, and it's extra. I don't know what it is, but it burns me extra strong if there's any wind about. So yeah, so if it's windy as well as, you know, even if there's just a little bit of wind and it's sunny like this, it's like zzz. I have had friends, relatives come here to Australia in our winter. They wear shorts and singlet, and in summer here they die. Well, that's what I say. I'd be no good in Australia because it's that warm that it'd just simply fry me alive. You know, I like the warm weather. It's just the sun. Yeah. Well, it's going back to my childhood because I was ginger in my childhood. And then as I got older, my hair went a little bit darker and it went like a brownie colour. But you don't get, I mean, like on top of my arms, I've still got freckles and everything. You know, I've still got freckles, but I've always been the same. Catch the sun very, very easily. And Mr. P moans at me because him and Callum, they go brown, but I just burn and peel. And he'll say, well, I can sit in the sun for hours and it not burn me. You only have to sit out in it 5 minutes and you burnt to a crisp. Pixie, I could cope if this was there cold. But yeah, same as I say, I don't think one, I could cope with living even in Spain full time because it does like quite literally burn me to a crisp. I'm like a red lobster. If we're sort of like let's say I go out for 10-15 minutes and then I come in and I do that like little bits, eventually I go brown. But if I were to sit out in it all day, I'd be like a lobster by end of the day. I'd be sore, I'd be burnt, you know. If I do it in like little stages, expose myself to the sun in like stages, I'm okay. But if I were to go out sunbathing all day long, I've got no chance. The heat feels so much fresher in Spain than it does over here. It's like our heat is a muggy, dirty heat. Well, I've always said like our weather, when it warms up, it is muggy. I mean, like last night, we had the patio doors open all night until we went to bed. Cats think it's the dog's knees, because during the winter, for about 5-6 o'clock, they've been in and that's it. They've not gone out back out till next morning. But all day yesterday they were out. They've been out all day so far today. He's trying to say I'm lying now because I only have to stick my head out at window and I burnt to a grip. Well, same as I say, I always say I've only got to look at sun and it burns me. But yeah, I'm terrible. I have to have like one of these kiddie high factors sunblock, because same as I say, if it catches me unawares and I ain't got any sun cream or anything on, it's game over sort of thing. But I do try sort of like, if it's today, you know, slapping a bit of sun cream on, just basically for protection. As my old mum said, you have to swim under the bridge. Well, that's it. Same as I say, I have to protect myself. Same as I've said, I'm aware, like, you know, sun causing skin cancer, etc. So, same as I say, if I expose myself to it gradually, it's not so bad. But if I was to say, oh, you know, sun's out, quick, get outside, you know, and I'll sunbathe all day, I couldn't possibly do that at all. I couldn't. It'd just fry me alive. So yes. So I did say I was only going on till 1 o'clock, but it's 10 past now, and still got the 10 viewers. So, but you can tell summer's coming because all the. Well, you see, I have to wear sun cream, Danny. Otherwise, same as I say, I'd just be like a lobster. I'd be red raw. I'd be sore, you know. And it's same as you say, my face is red, and I think that's because we've been in the car. It was that warm in the car. When we went down, I got the windows wide open. You know, the windows fully down on the car. The same as Pixie says, I only have to look at it in it, but I've probably caught it a little bit on my face, but you know, it's nice to what can we say? See a bit of greenery around. I mean, you know, the leaves are just starting to come on the trees, and the grass is a little bit greener, and you know, our state has one of the highest rates of melanoma in the world, highest among teenagers on the planet. The sun it does. We see this is the thing as well. I don't think you see another thing as well. Here in the UK, for years there was a fad on these sunbeds and tanning salons and whatever, and people used to go every day. It can't be doing your skin any good, exposing yourself to that kind of ray every single day, you know, for a number of years, you know, and it can't be doing your skin any good. Oh, thanks for joining us, Mary, and I hope you get better soon. I hope you're on the way to recovery. And hello, the Good Cell Life. Pixie's calling wow, really a bit cocoa. Well, I think to be honest with you, I think we're all a little bit cocoa. Bye, Mary, again. See you later. But the only downside of this sort of weather, we've had the patio doors open from early doors this morning. We've started getting like bees flying about, and them little midges, this driving me crazy. And that is the only problem when the weather starts getting warmer here. This snides of midges, and it does me nutting, basically. Can't deny what comes naturally. Well, this is it. You know, I mean, same as I says, in one way or another, we all a bit, as we say. Oh, Whaley Bird's in.
Oh, no.
Hi, Whaley Bird. Well, we've gained one and lost. It were up to 10 a minute ago, so we've lost 2 and gained 1.
Yeah,
It is. It is. Same as I say, Pixie bought me that Dolce Gusto because I was in 2 minds. I was going to have one of them Tassimo ones, but we happened to go down to Curry's, which is another. It's a bit further afield. Because Pixie had bought me a Chromebook, and he'd ordered Callum a media pad, and he were having a computer or something, and we went down to Curry's to actually pick the items up, because you know how you can pay for them and then you click and collect sort of thing. Oh, excuse me, that's that coffee. So we did that, and we went into Curry's, and it was for one day only. The Dolce Gustos were on offer, and we got 2 boxes of pods, and it were less than 40 quid. Now you look at them now, and they're about 80 or 90 pound. So yeah, we got a bargain there, and I says, well, we never get bargains. You know, we either miss out or whatever, but we just happened to land, you know, right that day. We went down to collect these items from Curry's, and it says, you know, it says one day only, you know, Dolce Gusto, and 2 boxes of the pods for them for, I think it was $39.99, something like that. So yeah, so, and you know, I thought, I fancy buying me a coffee machine. And then since we've had it, I keep telling everybody it's best thing he's ever bought me. Well, apart from me stand mixer thing what he bought me this Christmas, but we don't drink anything else. They've got all sorts. Cafe au lait, chocochino, like a hot chocolate type of thing, chai tea. They've got, you know, we don't like the coffees that don't have any creamer or anything in it, so we tend to stick to latte or cappuccino. They're the only 2 that we like, so we tend to stick with them as well. So right, I wasn't going to go on for very long, and now Pixie stood there lurking in the background.
Lurkio number 2.
Yes, Lurkio number 2. I'm going to shut the live stream down.
See you guys.
And
oh, is Whaley Bird still in Greece?
Oh, he's still in Greece, Pixie says, Whaley Bird.
When is Pixie back to work? Next week, probably. Hopefully.
Monday.
Hoping.
Well, he's hoping. We've only been down to the Asda into the Home Bargains this morning, and he come back and he just flaked out on the sofa and he said he felt sick. So, you know, now he's home now.
Oh, at least you come back to nice, warm, hot weather.
Yes. Yes. And same as I said, it being warm, I've got my like short sleeve t-shirt on. Oh, this is no word of a lie. Just come home from a 3-mile flight. Who's that? Anyway, same as I was saying, when we went down to Asda, they got some like steps going up from the Asda, and I looked over and there was this girl, and we thought she was naked to start with. And I sort of had to look, you know, I had to have a look again, and it was like a skin tone. It looked like a bra, but it was like one of these crop tops. You know what these young girls is like. And same as I say, both me and Pixie had to do a double take, sort of, you know. And he says, I thought for a minute, he says, I thought she were naked.
I had to look twice.
Yeah. So yeah, so we had to do a double take, and it was like one of these very flimsy, strappy things. I tell you, at first glance, we thought she was naked, but then when she got a bit closer, you could see it was like this. It looked like a bra. And I says, yeah, it's hot, but it's not that blooming hot. You know, I thought I was being daring, putting like a short sleeve t-shirt on. She says, honestly, it's not that bad. I drink it when I feel like poop.
Especially when these tablets give you the poops.
Well, I think as well that's what's wrong with him this morning. He's been on the antibiotics. He's not hardly had anything to eat. And same as I says, it's sometimes the antibiotics themselves can cause you to have, you know, a bit of the old Trotsky's. A packet of laxatives for the chest infection. You won't begin to cough. It was like that this morning. Same as I said, he's not hardly had anything to eat since Monday. And with the antibiotics, he's got to take 1 3 times a day, but they are the stronger ones. Same as I said, well, you're not having hardly anything to eat and not having a full stomach. The probably antibiotics has caused you to have a bit of diarrhea. So, but less said about that anyway. Right, I'm going to close it down because I'm going to get some lunch, and I don't know whether Pixie's going live later on or what. I don't know. It all depends how he feels. So I want to thank everybody for coming in and for keeping me company. And wow, really simple joys. Of course, Pixie. I've got to say thank you to him. Yeah, he's got the squicks. Well, not full on squicks, but it's
it is.
Whaley Bird, KSA Food and Travel, and Kate that was in earlier on, the big red bear that was in. So I want to thank you all for coming in, and I shall see you all later, guys. Bye.